This clip will be entitled Rationality about God, about Jehovah is not enough. There are many people who are atheists and who claim that if they are atheists, they are basically rationalistic, and no matter how idiotic views and how idiotic opinions they would hold about and hold about economy, social affairs and so on, they will be always rationalistic. And I think that it's not the case, and maybe it's even less correlation with rationality in a case of such persons, because they think that they are rational. It's very similar, I would say, to the negative correlation with because was observed that religious people sometimes they are more frequent visitors in prison. There are more bigger percentage of religious people in prisons than in the society in general, and so on. It's maybe because religious people think that they have a mandate and that they are by definition more moral, so they are not watching the immorality so much. And I would say that rationalistic people, atheists, sometimes they don't watch the rationality attentively enough, because they think that if they are rationalistic about God, so not accepting and being skeptic about God and traditional religions, they are usually already absolved from every irrationality that can occur. And it's not the case. Many atheists have totally idiotic visions, economic opinions. For instance, they support socialism, of course, although socialism never worked and never will work anywhere in the world. It was tried in over 40 countries, and the only countries that are perceived as socialist and successful at the same time, they are the Scandinavian, for instance, countries, which are basically not socialistic at all. They are not socialist countries. They are capitalistic free trade countries, which with the system of social benefits imposed on this. And of course, this free market element and this capitalistic element, it's working, and it would be working even better if these social benefits were not imposed on it. So it's absolutely irrational to be socialist, and it's as clear as a sun at 12 o'clock. Okay, so of course some claims that, for instance, the Freemasons or Jesuits control everything that is happening in the universe or something. This is also not very rational, and those ideas are very common both among religious people, believers, and among atheists. So so it's really not enough to be rational about God. It's not enough. We should be rational about as much as possible, as many things and problems as possible.